night my mother died, the house became too quiet. Even the crickets outside, they stopped singing loudly. It felt like the whole world knew something was missing. I was 9 years old. Before that night, our home was small, but full. My mother would hum while cooking, soft songs, gentle sounds. She always touched my head when she walked past me, like she was reminding herself I was still there. After she died, nobody touched me like that again. At first, it was just me and my father. He tried, I think. But grief changes people. He worked long hours, came home tired, dust on his clothes, silence in his eyes. Sometimes he would sit outside and stare into nothing. I would sit beside him, quietly, hoping he would remember I was there. But he was far away, even when he was close. A year later, he remarried, and her name was Mama Tola. She came with her daughter, Sade. Sade was older than me by just 1 year. When they first came, I felt something like hope. Maybe the house would feel full again. And it did, just not in the way I imagined. At first, it was small things. Mama Tola would give Saad the bigger piece of meat and tell me to manage. She sent me on errands, even when I was tired. If I sat down for too long, she would say, "Is this your father's house alone?" Said watched everything, and she learned quickly. Tone shifts slightly darker. When her mother wasn't looking, she would whisper things to me. Orphan. She said it like it was a joke, but her eyes were not joking. One day, she took my only good dress, said it suited her better. When I tried to take it back, she laughed. You don't even have a mother to complain to." That one stayed with me. After that, I stopped speaking much. Every morning, I woke up before everyone else. I swept the compound, fetched water, washed plates. My hands became rough. My feet were always dusty. If I made a mistake, Mama Tola's voice would rise sharp like a slap. "Useless girl, your mother did not teach you anything." Each time she said that, it felt like someone pressing on a wound that never healed. My father was there, but not really. When he was around, everything changed. Mama Tola became soft, Saad became sweet, and me, I became silent. Because how do you explain pain when nobody is ready to see it? One day, I tried. I said, "Papa, Mama Tola is not kind to me." He sighed. "She is your mother now. Respect her." That was all. After that, I kept everything inside. At night, I would lie on my mat and remember my mother, her laugh, her voice, the way she said my name, like it mattered. I would cry quietly, so nobody would hear. But even then, something small inside me refused to die. When I went to fetch water, I would sit by the stream for a moment. There, everything was quiet. No shouting, no harsh words, just water, moving gently. I started talking to my mother there. Not out loud, just in my heart. I told her everything. How tired I was, how much I missed her, how I tried to be good, hoping someone would notice me again. And somehow, in those moments, I felt less alone. One evening, an old woman stopped me on the road. She looked at me for a long time, then said, "You carry too much for a small body." I didn't know what to say, as she nodded slowly. But the ground remembers the footsteps of those who walk gently. Do not let bitterness grow in you. Her words stayed with me. Life didn't suddenly become kind. Mama Tola didn't change. Said didn't stop. My father still didn't see me. But something inside me changed. Slowly, quietly. I learned to protect small parts of myself. I stopped waiting for kindness from people who didn't have it. And I held on to one thing, the memory of my mother, not as pain, but as proof that I was once deeply loved, and that love never truly leaves. Even now, I still remember the night the house became too quiet, but I also remember this. Silence can break you, or it can teach you how to find your own strength.